Hey everybody, Josh with the Turner Law Firm in Mesa, Arizona here today. I wanted to talk about the entire scandal that has erupted following the kiss cam moment at a Coldplay concert. Not sure why you'd be going to a Coldplay concert, but if that's your taste in music, great. But in any event, last week, as I'm sure everybody's heard by now, the CEO of Astronomer, a cloud-based IT company, was caught on a kiss cam, tried to duck out of the way as he had his arms wrapped around another female. Everybody at first thought it was funny. The lead singer said, oh, they're either having an affair or they're very shy. Well, ultimately, it looks like they were, in fact, having an affair. Not only were they not with their significant others, it turns out that the lady he was with was, in fact, his employee, his chief people officer. After that video went viral, Astronomer finally put out a statement saying they were conducting an investigation and both individuals have been placed on leave. The CEO's wife removed all of her social media accounts, and by a report I just read earlier today, is now kind of hunkering down at their $2.1 million vacation home in Maine as she figures out where to go from here in her marriage. A couple of points I wanted to really focus in on. The first is privacy in the digital age, whether you're going through a custody battle or a divorce or you think you might be in the future. Keep in mind, nothing is private. Especially out in public, you have no right to privacy. People are recording everything these days, and it's likely going to get caught and even be used against you in court. And similarly, in Arizona, where I practice, Arizona is a one-party consent state, meaning that you don't have to have permission to record someone if you are participating in the conversation. For example, if you're picking up your kids from your ex, or it's a fight inside the house with your wife or your husband, you can record that without them knowing, and that can be used in court against them. And so keep that in mind. Nothing's private anymore. We live in an age where everything is going to be online in a very short time. The second thing is, in this case, the implications on potential spousal maintenance. Obviously, very high net worth individual. By all accounts, they owned a home in Massachusetts where they reside that was in the millions, and then a second vacation home in Maine that was in the millions. He had been a CEO of different companies for quite some time. Now, in this case, he did resign. And so you might be thinking, okay, well, he doesn't have to pay spousal maintenance, or he might not have to pay as much. That's not necessarily the case. At least here in Arizona, what the courts would do is look at the reason why somebody left a job. Was it voluntary? Was it something that they were laid off, or was it bad behavior for cause? If it was a for cause situation or a voluntary separation, in that case, the court would likely attribute the person income, and they're going to be paying spousal maintenance based off that attribution of income. In this case, Massachusetts is what we would call an equitable distribution state, so they do things a bit differently in terms of how they divide the property. In this case, if it does go to divorce, it's likely to be a very contested battle unless there was some sort of prenuptial agreement. He's looking at splitting pretty much all of his wealth that has been obtained as a CEO. He's probably not going to be able to get another job for quite some time, given the circumstances and now leaving his company. We don't know the implications for Ms. Cabot yet, the chief people officer, whether she will be remaining there. There's also potential employment issues for the CEO and for Astronomer itself, given that he was her direct supervisor as a CEO. So lots of different legal implications here. I think the clearest lesson for everybody is don't cheat, and ultimately don't cheat in public. You will get caught. It will be used against you. If you are in need of a family law attorney or a custody attorney here in Arizona, please check out our website or our YouTube channel. Give us a call at 480-340-2184. We'd love to talk and show you why choosing our firm is the best move to protect your legacy.